Hi, everyone. I'm Pam. I am the franchise owner of the Greater Philly Cyberbacker franchise here in Philadelphia, and I'm super excited to introduce you to Carina, who we're going to be interviewing today. Hi, Carina. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Pam. How are you?
Oh, all is well. I'm really looking forward to our conversation today. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for the opportunity as well, Pam.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can you just let the audience know a little bit about who you are and what kind of person you are?
Well, again, my name is Carina. I am a mom of three. I have three daughters, princesses, and I am a person who is very eager to learn and to grow. I wanted to be productive in everything that I do. In terms of growing, I do not hesitate to reach out to people that I know they will be able to help me achieve my goals. And when I have a certain task or a certain responsibility, I always think of a system as to how I can make things efficient for my task and, of course, for my clients.
That's fantastic. So, I heard you use the word systems and efficiency, right?
Yep.
So those are two fantastic attributes to have, especially in a role as a cyberbacker. And can you also share with us, you've been with Cyberbacker now for over 2 years, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And can you let us know the different types of roles you've had with Cyberbacker? I'd also like to know what was your favorite role. We'd like to know your many talents. If you could share that, please.
Well, being with Cyberbacker for 2.5 years, I did have the opportunity to talk to realtors as cold callers or a cyber recruiter, wherein we call realtors and ask them to join us for a certain event, or for my client to take time to talk to them and engage. And also, I have the chance to work as an executive assistant to a maps coach.
Oh, terrific. All
Yep.
right. So, for our audience that doesn't know, MAPS coaches are coaches with the Keller Williams organization, and they coach realtors on how to be more successful in their business. So you
Yes.
have a broad.
I am.
And have you only worked within the real estate industry?
Yes, within the real estate industry. And yeah, I forgot to answer your question about what's my favorite part. I think my favorite part is really talking to people, the challenge of, setting an appointment with them, telling them what's the purpose of the call, and we just want life to engage, expand our network. Same goes with being a coach. I mean, being an executive assistant as a coach. We do network. A lot of things I've learned about with my coach and how to deal with people. So I think that's the foundation of being a good virtual assistant.
Agree, totally agree. And since we're on this topic about what's your favorite part of what you do at Cyberbacker, what are your favorite things that you like to do when you're not working? Like, do you have any hobbies, or tell us
Well,
what makes you tick outside of work?
my favorite hobby is eating, but again, I love to bake. That's a hobby that will make me relax and keep me focused in terms of have to measure things accurately so that you won't mess up with the final product. And that's happy for me that my child would know that I need to focus, but at the same time, I use it as bonding activity for us.
Oh, that's terrific. So your girls like to bake with you?
Yes, and they also love to eat unfinished or uncooked mix.
What's their favorite thing that you bake?
The icing and the
Okay,
chocolates that I use. Sometimes I run out of chocolates because they keep on eating it.
Hey, I'm with them. You can have the cake. I just want the icing. That's the best part. So that's funny. Well, I'm sure that your girls keep you motivated. What would you say really drives you professionally to excel?
I know that being a mom and working is a really tough job, but for me, I would like to, still feel that self-worth and to have money or to earn my own money with all the things that I'm doing, and that money will be able to help me do the things that I love, even if I already have a family, and at the same time contribute to my family as well and to our finances. I believe that
Great.
it is really important in a family to have teamwork.
Yes, very much so. They say teamwork makes the dream work. So,
Yes.
is there anything that comes to mind that is like an accomplishment that you're very proud of that you could share with us?
With work, every day is an accomplishment for me whenever I feel that I'm productive and whenever I feel that I'm part of today's success with my client's business. And an accomplishment that with my work, I have saved and invested some stuff to enhance my skill as well.
Great. Okay. Terrific. And thinking into the future,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself, say, in like 3 to 5 years?
Well, in 3 to 5 years, I still would want to be in this field, in the virtual world. And I want to be working with a company or a person that really becomes a part of me in terms of my career, and a job that really makes me feel that I'm valued and I
Mhm.
contribute to the success of the business.
I can appreciate all of those thoughts. So you said that in 3 to 5 years, you still want to be working virtually, right?
Yes.
And what is the driving force that makes you want to continue in the virtual world?
Besides from saving time in terms of going to the office, it
Mm-hmm.
allows me to really be a hands-on mom to my kids, and that is
Ah,
very important for me to still witness their milestones because I've been working in the corporate world for 10 years plus, and
okay.
the two children that I have missed a lot of their milestone. And my youngest, I was there from day one up until now. And that really holds me. That really is my big why I would want to stay on this field.
That's terrific. That's fantastic. I love to hear that. So, what do you think? What role would you excel the best at if you were able to like design the perfect job for yourself, like your own job description? What do you think that would be?
I love organizing stuff from files, from the checklist, making sure that everything runs smoothly. I also love in terms of motivating my teammates or so providing additional opportunities to my fellow workers. That's one thing that I would like to achieve as well. And to transfer what I've learned in this field for them to be successful. Because that's a sense of fulfillment for me. Besides from the money or so, the job, it's one way for me to pay back on what I've learned and what I've gained on this experience.
Oh, that's so nice. So then, if I'm knowing the Cyberbacker rules correctly, that would mean you could advance to be a head backer. Is that right?
Yes, yes, there is
Right.
an
Like a
opportunity.
got it. Okay. So then a headbacker is essentially like a coach to the cyberbackers, correct?
Yes, correct.
Got it. Right. If you become a headbacker, don't you still keep your role as cyberbacker and you can do both?
Yes, still able to maintain my client, and
Okay.
that will test our time management, organizational skills, and how efficiently we transfer knowledge to the new ones.
And so, you know what kind of just crossed my mind in you wanting to help others. How about your daughters? Do you think they're aspiring to be when they grow up? Do you think they'll enter the virtual world?
With the kids right now, where they are all exposed to internet, they would
Mm-hmm.
really love to travel and do their own thing online. They
Mm-hmm.
would also love to be and to know other people, but I guess what I'm seeing from there is that they would like to learn more in terms online. So
Right. Yeah, that
maybe
makes sense.
something online, not a virtual with admin, but more on the creative side.
Oh,
Their
interesting.
first role, mommy, I want to be a vlogger. You know,
I know that's a valid
yeah,
career now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. They easily copy those unboxing of toys and sorts. So I think that's their mindset. Mom, that's the job that I want. But I would also love to expose them to other jobs like being a teacher, being a doctor, a nurse, and anything that will let them have the opportunity to help other people as well.
Right, right. Well, that's exciting. I'll be curious to see what they do when they grow up, what they end up choosing. And they probably are like, our mom's kind of cool. She's in the virtual world, because I don't know how many of their friends' moms are in the virtual world like you are. So I think that's quite an accomplishment for you. So if you were to describe your dream client, what would they look like?
Well, a dream client will be a friend. For me, a friend that you can trust, a friend that values you, but at the same time, a friend that tells you, hey, that's not the right thing. Here's what you need to do. You know you can do it. You just need to do this and that. A friend that will push you to your limit, or a friend that knows your potential and will push you to your potential. And a friend that, values you in their business. It doesn't treat you like you are my acquaintance, but you are my friend. You are a part of my business. That's the dream client that I would love to have.
That's terrific. So that goes back to the teamwork idea, right?
Yes.
So it's not so much like a boss, it's more having a friend. And it's interesting that you pointed out that you would want them to give you what I like to call constructive criticism, because not everybody likes to hear constructive criticism. And it's not always delivered properly, right? Like,
yes,
somebody can say something to you and it's all about your delivery. And I think that would be very fortunate for your next client to know this, in the sense that, like, you're open to constructive criticism. I think that'll make your relationship with your next client even better and more enhanced. So
yes.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I appreciate you sharing that. How about, I've asked you a little bit about who you are, you've talked about your children. Is there anything unique about you that we haven't touched on that you would want to share with us?
Well, not much. Though, as I mentioned, in 3 to 5 years, I want to be on this field. Cyberbacker allows us to learn more things beyond being a cyber recruiter or a cold caller, and beyond being an admin assistant. This is what's good with Cyberbacker, is that they have upskilling trainings. The head backers also share what they know, so we can just really go to their training and see that if it's something that we can add value to the service that we're giving to our clients. I can go ahead and attend social media classes and use that to my advantage to my client. That beside from organizing your files, calling, I can do this. If I'm not expert on that, I can have somebody that I can ask for support and see how they do things, and maybe translate it to your business. That's the good thing with Cyberbacker. Yes, you're working remotely, but you have support anytime that you need it. You have a team lead or a head backer.
Yep. And I'm so glad you touched on that, because I think one of the greatest attributes of Cyberbacker is the support system. That I'm always trying to convey that to people that ask me about Cyberbacker, because you are remote, right? You're virtual. Cyberbacker has done a really great job of keeping you all connected. And the support system, I feel, is what also makes Cyberbacker, I want to say, elite in their field, because of what you just said. One of the things that I love about the Cyberbackers that I have worked with is you're always searching for better ways to do things, which I love, right? So you're not just complacent with the status quo. Like you said, if I decide I want to become a social media expert, I'm going to delve into Cyberbacker and all of the trainings that they have to offer, because then that makes you a more attractive Cyberbacker to your client, right? You're going to have more talents and you're multifaceted in all different areas. And I think that's one of the great things about Cyberbacker, is it gives you the ability to do that. I'm sitting here talking about Cyberbacker. What are your favorite aspects of Cyberbacker? I mean, working remotely is clearly one of them. What else would you say? What made you choose Cyberbacker over other companies?
They have a system. I haven't really had a chance to work with other companies, but they have a system. They have an HR. They have a finance. They have training. They have career. They have growth that I can tap on. Because I know that there are VAs that they really work as a one-man team. If you need training, go to YouTube. That's it. But here, beside from YouTube, hey, I need something. I need to see something. I need to talk to someone that will teach me how, or guide me. This is what my client wants. How do I get to that?
Right. I know there's a real community within Cyberbacker. I'm not sure if you live near any of the other Cyberbackers, but I've also started to see that the Cyberbackers outside of work, they get together socially, which I love. I think that's really neat. I don't know if you're located anywhere near anyone else within Cyberbacker, but that just warms my heart to know that
Yeah.
you all socialize outside of work,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Well, so is there anything that I haven't asked you that you were hoping to share
Well,
today?
I think none. I have already shared what I can share about Cyberbacker, about what I do, what I love to do with Cyberbacker, and yeah.
Okay, well, terrific. I appreciate your time. And for everyone watching, so Carina is currently available and ready to be paired with a client. Given her talents, I'm not sure she's going to be available for very long, so you may want to act fast and line up your own personal interview with Carina. And thanks again for your time today. It was great getting to know you. Good luck with everything.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you for the opportunity. Love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're welcome.